Welcome back to our Cat Cafe, episode number 7. Want to give you guys a great show today. Sorry, we had a little bit of feedback there going. Welcome everyone. I'm going to hand it over to our MC, and Koi. Take it away.
Oh, hey, Wave Jin. Thank you. I'm enjoying some nice oatmeal tonight in this Korean bowl called a bilso. Keeps it nice and warm. And we're streaming live on YouTube in both English and Korean. And this week, some lucky winner who's watching live is going to win Discord Nitro just for a month, just because you're watching live and just because we care so much about everybody tuning in tonight. And we understand that Korea community all the way around the world, it's hard to tune in during this live session because of work. But no worries, we got something planned for you on the other side of the world. Don't you worry. Tonight, we'll have some sneak peeks from Way of Will. Can't wait to see all those 3D action. We'll talk about International Women's Day giveaway. And we'll meet some more of our team. Josh and Isaac Jung from Jung Media is on the show tonight. We got actually a pretty big team. And little by little, we want to introduce you to everybody just so, you get to know us. And as always, we'll be addressing community questions and from the Discord. And before we make announcements at the end of the show, if you're tuning in live tonight, I'm looking at the chat. Feel free to say hello. Red hoodie. Whoa, everybody's seeing the red hoodies. So, people are noticing. Okay, so we're going to do some shout outs. Let's kick it off. I had a lot of fun last week. Reading. I went back 2 weeks just reading the Discord and catching up on everything. We've been so busy with 3D production, it's been hard to keep track. But I actually went back and I had some fun going through all the channels, the Cat-Botica social channels. For example, in real life pets. If you look at the pets that we have, we got Shem posting a picture of my Valentine's cat in a box. So cute. We got Iro-kun. This white cat is so beautiful. Yeah, look at that white cat. And we got Iro-kun cat bread 1 in the cat in the box. Let's take some moment here. They actually put the bread on the cat. So cute. Feel free to. Okay, then we got fan art. Actually, if you look at the fan art channel, there's a lot of fun stuff that's happening. Especially, I want to point out these 2 beautiful works of art posted by JB10. Cat-Botica, going to kindergarten, 6 years old. My boss made it. My whole family loves Cat-Botica. Oh my God. So first off, I can't believe a 6-year-old made this. Love the hat, love the balloon. So talented, guys.
It's very good, actually.
Right? And we got Klimt, my Cat-Botica made with the kids. A lot of kids artwork. That's what, we love seeing the kids stuff. Over the weekend, the child was focused and worked hard. Look at those pizza shirts with the bow ties, orange shades and whiskers. Look at the jetpacks, orange goggles. So much attention to detail. I always love the food channel. That's personally one of my favorites. This week, we got Ward 100, who posted this dish from Manchester while taking his wife out for dinner. It's called a Lancashire hot pot. Great on a winter's evening. I'm finding all sorts of food from around the world, and our wave is always posting these beautiful dishes from Korea. And we also have here beef. Sorry, can't read that. Oh, we got a Way of Gin food pick here. What was this? This is your last
beef dishes. You got this cream sauce with chunks of steak, and then these French fries on top. So good.
Shout out last week to our one of our moderators, Mickey, flagged something important to us. We forgot to wish a very happy birthday to Sundance Kid Connor in Denver, who celebrated his birthday last week. Happy birthday, Snapjack. Community member. He posted this. I shared this with the team, and I just want to say we were all moved when we read this. After getting more involved in browsing NFTs and other projects, I've come to realize how unique and promising Cat-Botica is. When we were trending on Icy Tools, I'm sure people just hopped on the bandwagon, didn't look into anything else. The transparency of the team, the amazing weekly cafes, the solidified 3D updates and the demos, et cetera, I really can't say enough good things about this project. I have yet to see another project with this much dedication to actual product and roadmap. Most other projects I see are all based around build-up, misguided hype, and then people abandoning the project post-reveal for a quick flip. 캣보티카 is not like that, and I was unfortunately extremely naive thinking other projects are like 캣보티카. As Enkoi mentioned, the marketing strategy and suggestions, the product and 3D deliverables have been the team's priority. Their hard work shows through every Catbot Cafe. I'm also happy to be part of this project, especially after seeing how many other NFT communities reveals seem to operate. Forever 캣보티카. Oh man, that was a solid post. Thank you so much. Yes, we are working very, 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 very hard on 3D nonstop. Like from the moment we wake up to the moment we fall asleep. And on the show tonight, we got Way of Will to show some of the developments we're working on nonstop. Way.
We're gonna mix it up just a little bit today because I really want you guys to be involved in this process, which is really just it's just so inspiring for so many of us because we get to effectively create this world, and every aspect of it. I was talking to Rawls just the other day while we were developing this, and also talking to the entire 3D team. And at first we started thinking like, man, we got to build every single brick, of this thing on our own. But it's not like we're a AAA company with like a $200 million budget. We have to be very smart about how we do things. And so we started going online to all the 3D repositories that sell assets, aspects of environments that are already built, just to get inspiration. And we found a few asset packs, and we just started building our universe, keeping in mind the game, the show, and all the other ancillary content that we want to do. It was really important that everything that we chose, even that is inspiring us and that we're modifying, plays the part, looks like it exists in the world. So I'm about to show you guys something which I'm really, really excited about, and then you guys can simmer on it, and then I'll kind of break it all down for you guys and explain to you how we did it. So just let me know when you guys see my screen.
Ooh.
Oh my God, that's so sexy.
What?
Okay, so what you're seeing, and maybe I'll just let you guys watch it first.
Yeah, let's watch it.
I should have had the music ready. All right.
It's okay. Ooh, what's that?
I want to play this like in a game right now. I want to be like walking around the space. This looks like a cutscene from a game.
Yeah, so effectively what you guys are seeing is a cutscene, okay? So I'm actually in Unreal Engine right now. And just to prove it to you, I'll sort of just break it. I'll break out of it. I'll copy and paste one of these shots, like say, for example, this one. I'll go into it, and you'll see that I can actually, I can move in real time around this scene. And it's
crazy.
Extremely fast. Like, I mean, we're getting some crazy post effects here that, if you understand how to use the program, then you can really get the most out of it. From a speed, from a geometry and optimization perspective. All of these HUDs, are off of like programmed blueprints, what are called blueprints. Even this lens flare that you see that's actually providing the optics as I move around. Do you guys see that? How it kind of translates left and right? I can actually move the flare. See how I'm kind of moving it? And so the reason why I want to show this to you guys is, not only is the fidelity of this image, good enough for games. Obviously, you're hoping that you can use this fidelity will actually carry over to the show, the game. These models that you guys are seeing here, of these displays. I'm not sure if you guys remember, Rawls actually designed all these, and then the 3D team modeled it, and then I brought it into Unreal, did some shadering and texturing and lighting. But all of this is translating in real time, and I can't tell you guys how excited I am. Like, we get to utilize all the different effects.
So the previous weeks you were showing us stuff made with Blender, all the assets that we're making, and now we're bringing it into Unreal, which is like a real-time environment, right?
Correct. For example, go into this post-processing volume, and I toggle this on and off. You guys can sort of see that I can apply color correction LUTs and things like chromatic aberration and fringing along the edges. Like, if you pay attention to this section right here along the edges, right over here, if I turn that on and off, can you see that distortion happening? And then the separation of the color channels, those things are all happening in real time. This whole space be modular. What you guys are seeing now is kind of a sneak peek to the user experience once we actually lead up to the MV1s. And, because we want everything to be story driven, you're going to be able to get this kind of fidelity and experience throughout the entire drop. And then also, go ahead.
Just for you in the chats, like people are like, it feels like I'm watching a movie. When is the movie? We can get into that. We can get into that environment and play it, right? Like, that's what people are asking. Do you take assets from Blender and put it into Unreal? Or at least I hope so. Yeah. I mean, people are just like blown away. It's more than just a movie, guys. Yeah, we're literally working in real time like this, and that's the power of Unreal Engine for artists. To get real time feedback on what you do, and like you see Will just like moving lens flares and changing lighting and all that stuff. It's super powerful for iteration.
I'm hoping that in a future, Cat Cafe or an AMA or just like a live stream, Rawls and I can just really show people how we did this. We really do want to make short films and entertainment for you guys who invested into this project with us. And then, as we develop that lore, that story, and we continue to move forward with, the story progression, and you guys have co-created, we want you guys to think and believe that because you guys are a part of this, seeing this ancillary content for now and hopefully forever.
We're going to be working together with Crystallized, right? But the beautiful thing is a lot of the assets are being built right now. And what you see here is the beginnings of an environment that you can explore and walk around right now. And we're putting some nano cat bats in there, and there's going to be all sorts of, is this where this is, or are we going to keep
So this is the sort of refilling station. So it's where nanocat fats are filled up so that they can then be taken to the kitting chambers, where they'll actually grow or microscopically build the nanocats. The catbots. The Gen 1, am I saying them right? Replicats. And so while I'm sort of building this environment and this workflow with Crystallize, and again, a lot of this is experimentation right now, because we want to make sure that whatever we build on this side from a look perspective, a look depth perspective, and then we carry that over, we hand that over, and then they start really building it out. But still, building away on the 3D catbots, right? All the assets that are going to be used in the game, and going to be used in your replicats, and when things get airdropped to you, those are all going to, we're hoping that in one of the cat cafes, maybe hopefully 2 weeks from now, we can actually have all of the 3D assets. So everything that you see on the 2D catbots, we can have them all in sort of like a display room, very similar to this room. All lit, kind of just showing off, the fidelity and the artwork. And so you guys can kind of imagine and start dreaming about how these, and then once you guys get a sense of that, we're doing some sneak peeks in the Discord channel of some fully built 3D catbots. And so maybe we'll hold a competition that, where we raffle one of the 2D cats. You'll get to see it in a cat cafe.
Right. So as the assets are being built, they all have to be built. And then I actually have a team of programmers I'm working with too, to actually generate these. And maybe at some Catbot Cafe, I can show you how this works. We can generate some 3D catbots fly. On the show tonight, we got the Jung brothers from Jung Media, Isaac and Josh. Hey, Isaac and Josh, how you guys doing?
Hello. Thank you for having us here.
Hello.
So Isaac and Josh, they're working on our TikTok and actually taking all these Catbot cafes, making them bite-sized videos that you can easily share. So Isaac, you want to, or Josh, you want to show us what you guys are working on?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so kind of like what Koichi was saying, we take these assets from Kappa Cafe. Hopefully you can see my screen okay. And we shorten them so that these educational content can be presented in 1 minute or less clips. So we'll play one right now.
But for me, in terms of just like how it's impacting my life, just traditionally working on, shows for television and, working for these much bigger, it's super enjoyable, but, you're really working for like a big IP. Things about this NFT space and how it's changed my life is just really embracing where, technology is now, accessible by so many people. Free open source software technology is intersecting now with like this decentralized vibe, this feeling that any artist can, create their art and not just show it like on a platform, but actually, make money off of it, which is unprecedented.
So yeah, that's one of them. And for those of you who wants to check out our TikTok, it's cat.botica NFT. So we do have some content up there, clips, and we're actually working on our process. So I'm going to show you one where we have the Korean subtitles on there.
And honestly, I saw this one of a catbot. I'm like, we got to do catbots. And initially, we weren't thinking about NFTs. We didn't really even understand the NFT space then. Rawls' initial idea was, why don't we get all these artist friends that we know and get them to give us their own version of a catbot? It can have anything to do with cats or bots. It could be, a robot that has a cat spirit. It could just be anything. It just has to involve a cat and a robot. And that's what the initial idea was, to just do kind of like an artist collaboration with everybody. And then we got busy with work. And then all of a sudden, Jim came around. He's like, yo, let's do this NFT company. Let's go crazy. And I was like, okay, cool. And Jen asked us, like, what should we do? He's like, and then we both looked at each other, like, we're going to do the catbot. We are really being able to live out our dreams in terms of like working on our own original IP. It doesn't belong to anyone else. It doesn't belong to like some AAA company. It's something that we can all develop and actually have you guys as co-creators develop with us, which is the most exciting part about it.
Exciting indeed. So yeah, once again, if you want to check out the TikTok at cat.botica, we have such a great time working with this team. It's such an honor.
So next up, we got Triton. Mark.
Hello. Yes. Time for some questions and suggestions. So the first one is a comment from that absolutely jacked member in our Discord. And he's just basically asking about if there's a way we can have a bite size, because in the Discord, in Gen Chat, the Koreans community posted something. And I just want to say that it's something that I can do if it's a infographic, something that I'll probably be working on soon. And when as we're going through the process, we intend to make a explainer video for the whole process. And it's likely something that we can make into a bite size as well. Another comment from our wave, community has become the largest community within our Catbotic project. I don't know why, but as it grew in size, diverse people gathered. So we need many energetic holders who can lead the entire community and make the atmosphere active and healthy. So many conscious holders, including the Korean management team and companions, voluntarily do their best to welcome new members and provide various advice generously. And in order to do that, we feel that we need various norms and standards to make people follow and uphold. Specifically, the questions I would like to ask now are, how many NV2s can be used in 2D? Is there a limit on the maximum number in NV2? And if so, how many? Can NV2 be used to create a Catron? Will the 2D that has been used to make the 3D by NV1 be differentiated from the 2D before use? If there is no distinction, how many NV1s can be used in 1.2?
These questions, great questions. I love this. Just the interest, the level of interest that people have, I think is really just a great sign to show that the complexities we're developing, and it was intentional that we were able to take the NFT space and be able to make it more simple. So what's also important for us is to make sure that these steps that we take and the complexities that we build in are thoroughly thought out and vetted So what our process looks like is when we come up with a certain idea, we'll go through several rounds of conversations internally. We then throw that over to the tech team. The tech team will consider all of our applications, both from the technical qualifications on a smart contract basis, on the blockchain, security questions. So because of these different steps, we actually have to go through several different rounds of conversations and discussions and being able to vet it out so that when we can finally present it to everyone, it'll be a fully fleshed and well thought out concept. So it does take some time. At Descendants, we can really be able to have a well thought out product for you guys, especially at the Catron level as well. So yeah, great questions. And right now, all those questions are actually currently in conversation and discussion, and we're tweaking and balancing the whole ecosystem. So as soon as we have something to share, we will do so. And hopefully next week, we'll have a better look at what the NV1s are going to be doing. We have simplified the process.
Just to clarify, NV1s are going to be finalized next week. What Doodles are doing with their current space doodles is actually really nice. It's a good idea to maintain the Genesis NFT value. If Cat-Bottica wants Replicats, NV1, to copy this system, I think it's good too for the 2D. So instead of having two separate doodles NFT tokens, they bind it. You can wrap your doodles into space doodles and unwrap it if you want to have your Genesis doodle back. And if you sell your space doodles, that means your doodles is going to be sold too. This is pretty great innovation. The Genesis doodles price is still holding strong even after the space doodles release, because they don't actually inflate the collection size, even though they provide two PFP variations.
Jin? So.
I think one of the things that we're always looking at and seeing what other innovations are happening in the space. That's one of the greatest things about the NFT space right now is all the projects that are currently collaborating, innovating, doing things, just push each other to really keep innovating. So I love this suggestion and NFT. So I think you'll be pleasantly surprised as we go forward with the things that we're putting together. So it's an interesting idea. Thank you for the idea.
From Decaf Coffee, while watching highlights of Premier League soccer games via YouTube, I wondered if it would be possible to create an edited, condensed highlights version of every cafe, including past ones, maybe 5 to 10 minutes long. That way, it's more accessible to casual holders and interested buyers. Focus on alpha and new art reveals and strip out the conversations and shoutouts. You could even get ops to do the voiceovers.
No, that's why we got the Jung Media.
Yeah. The past episode, we actually cut it down to 15, 20 minutes, not 5 to 10. That was a little bit of a challenge, but they'll be up soon as well.
Okay.
Well,
Great.
so it is totally possible within this team.
That's awesome. And it's actually being done already.
All right. Next on the show, we got something from a voiceover actor of a type.
Greetings, Cat-Boticans. NanoCat experiments underway. NV2 related results released as soon as possible. Also seeking additional companions and protectors. Role structure releasing soon. Reminder that Genesis Arc has allotted additional NV2s for role-based airdrop. Patience appreciated as we work towards public declassification of NanoCats and 3D pipeline. Carry on, Cat-Boticans.
Thanks for watching tonight. It's always cool just hanging out with all of you. So thanks, and we'll see you next week, and we'll see you on the Discord, and feel free to ask those questions. And yeah, we love this community.